Are you ready, Monica?
I am.
Yes.
So now we're moving back into session again. We were paused, so we're still on teacher non-renewals, certified non-renewals. And we are at number 1.1.3. Correct me if I'm wrong, Monica, but did we vote on 1.1.2?
Yes.
We did? Okay. So now I need a motion for 1.1.3 for non-renewal.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, Monica, please.
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Chief. Aye. I can't hear.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Now I need a motion for 1.1.4.
So moved. Second.
Can we close the doors?
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for 1.1.5.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have roll call, Monica, please.
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Now I need a motion for 1.1.6.
So moved.
Second.
I have roll call, Monica, please.
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for 1.1.7.
So moved.
Second.
I have roll call, Monica, please.
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for 1.1.8.
So moved.
Second.
I have roll call, Monica, please.
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for 1.1.9.
So moved.
Second.
I have roll call, Monica, please.
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Now I need a motion for 1.1.10.
So moved.
Second.
I have roll call, Monica, please.
Mr. Achuleta?
Nay.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
Nay.
Mr. Rolla?
Nay.
Mr. Thomas?
Nay.
Now I need a motion for 1.1.11.
So moved.
Second.
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Votes should be recorded as ayes or noes.
Oh, noes
Correct.
instead of nay? Okay.
Dr. Hyde and I had that conversation before.
Okay.
So
Got it.
on the last item, everyone should reaffirm that their vote is a no, since that was the determination.
So, okay, so how do I reaffirm it then?
Just ask for
Ask for
another
the roll
roll
call
call
again.
on 1.1.10.
1.1.10, can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
I need a motion for 1.1.11.
So moved.
Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.12?
So moved.
Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.13?
So moved.
Second.
I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.14?
So moved.
Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.15?
So moved.
Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.16?
So moved.
Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.17?
So moved.
Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.18?
So moved. Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.19?
So moved.
Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.20?
So moved.
Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.21?
So moved.
Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
No.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
No.
Mr. Rolla?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.22?
So moved. Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Can I have a motion for 1.1.23?
So moved. Second.
Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
No.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Thank you. So let's move on to 1.1.0 other business. Superintendent recommendation, approval to renew Barracuda's service contracts.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Need a motion, I need a motion for superintendent's recommendation, approval to increase funds for the approved district vendor, Apple Incorporated.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for superintendent's recommendation, approval to purchase Chromebooks for Alsop Elementary using Title I funds.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for superintendent's recommendation, approval to purchase eye stations for Monaco Elementary using Turnaround Network grant funds.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for superintendent's recommendation approval to purchase Chromebooks and carts for DuPont Elementary using Title I funds.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for superintendent's recommendation approval to purchase Chromebooks and iPads for Monaco Elementary using Title I funds.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for superintendent's recommendation approval to purchase iStations for Hanson Elementary using Title I funds.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for superintendent's recommendation calendar change for Sandville Preschool closure due to plumbing concern on April the 23rd, 2018.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, Monica, please.
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
I need a motion for superintendent's recommendation 1.9, calendar change for district closure due to a high increase of teacher absences on April the 27th, 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, Monica, please.
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
1.10, superintendent's recommendation. I need an approval to purchase Voyager intervention materials for DuPont Elementary's STOMP program.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
1.11, superintendent's recommendation, approval to purchase iPads and cases for testing in the elementary schools.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
1.12, superintendent's recommendation, approval to purchase custodial equipment.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
1.13, superintendent's recommendation, approval to purchase equipment to replace steamers at Adams City Middle School, Central Elementary, and Rose Hill Elementary.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
1.15, superintendent's recommendation, approval of Kearney Middle School gym floor refinish.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Achuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
So that moves us into discussion. We were having discussion about the advisory committees. I have 4 of them listed here.
Oh, you have some more in the back, too. You have 7
I have
total.
7 of them listed here for advisory committees that the board is going to recommend. We had our conversation during the study session. We never did decide which ones we were actually going to install. How do you want to vote on these? As
Well, I had been asked to draft a policy that we could review and discuss. I sent the board members copies, but I also, as in an email.
For which
But
ones,
I-
Dr. Hyde?
This was for High School Improvement Advisory Committee.
Okay,
And after we look at it, we might be able to modify that for some of the other committees, because this is kind of a generic policy. So I would encourage the board to take a look at these, and we can mark it up as we want to, and then we can perhaps move forward with other committees if we want to, and kind of jigger this to fit other committee needs.
Can I recommend we move this to a study session? Or, how busy are we next Thursday, Monica?
I would like to, because we did say Thursday, we was gonna narrow it down to
3.
3 to 4. So we should narrow it down to 3 to 4 and make the study session the next time. But we should, because now we putting it off again. And we can change the committees, but we need to vote as a board collectively which are the ones we decide that we should move forward on. And I think it was the School Improvement Advisory Committee at Adams City
the
High School
correct?
was one.
Can I get a consensus for that one?
What's the question?
So we're gonna narrow, tonight, we're gonna narrow these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 advisory committees to 3 to get started with.
Mr. Archuleta, can we decide which ones are board advisory committees and which ones belong to the superintendent? Because if we choose one that belongs to the superintendent, we should not be doing that. And for example, the calendar committee, that is the superintendent's, and I'm the one that put that on there, thinking that it should be the board, but in reality, it is the superintendent that proposes the calendar to us, and then we decide. So that one should, I believe, should be taken off, and it's up to the superintendent to establish a calendar committee.
Well, I'm gonna sort of disagree with that. It's nothing in this district is the superintendent's. It's Adams 14. We are the Board of Education, and we can make that committee our as an advisory committee and have the superintendent oversee that committee, and we can put the people on that committee, but not just to say it's the superintendent's committee is not appropriate. No committee, no advisory committee is the superintendent. It's the Adams 14. And we are the Board of Education, and we can create the committee, advisory committee, and the superintendent can be over that committee. We can point him over it and have other people in this district sit on that committee. But just say it's the superintendent's committee, advisory committee, that's not right.
Well, just saying that it's got to go to the superintendent. He oversees it, but he's going to present it to us, and we make the decision.
Right, but we can
Well,
have it.
whatever way you state, but
Right.
whatever. I'm just saying that under policy, I believe, and I don't know which one it is, it says that the superintendent will present the calendar to the board. That's all. So I thought it was but
But his is a calendar committee. We are offering an advisory calendar committee, which you add to the list. But if you don't want to put it on there, that's fine.
I mean, I'm just was thinking there. If we want it, that's fine.
So do I have a consensus for the high school school improvement advisory committee?
Yeah,
Mr. Rolla, Mr.
I'm
Thomas?
good with that one.
I'm good, yes.
I say yes. Ms. Quintana? Mr. Hyde?
Yes, I thought that's what we had agreed to last time.
Well, we have to do it in session, though. We were going through conversation about, in our study session, about these committees. We can't vote at that,
Right.
at that meeting. We have to vote at this meeting. So that's why we're voting at this meeting. We talked about it during our study session so everybody could know our direction that we were headed to, but we can't take any action during our study session. We have to take information today.
So we need a motion now?
Yes, that's what we're talking about. We're gonna identify them here through consensus, and then I'm gonna get a motion from you about these committees.
Okay.
All right. So, accountability accreditation advisory. Do we want that committee right now?
I think Ms. Q changed it to curriculum.
Well, I thought the teaching and learning could kind of go in with accreditation, because they're kind of combined. So make the two one.
You want to combine those?
1 and 4.
Is that what you're recommending?
Yes.
Accountability Accreditation Advisory Committee, Teaching and Learning Advisory Committee, make it as one.
Because I think you could kill two birds with one stone. Think? Because it would help, it could, you know.
Okay.
So can I get a consensus to combine those two? Mr. Rowland?
Good.
Let's see if we
Mr.
can come up
Thomas?
with a better
Yes.
title.
Yeah.
I say okay, but we'll change the title
Title.
also. Mr. Quintana? You say yes?
Yes.
Dr. Hyde?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll combine those two. We'll take action on these committees in a minute. So now we'll move to the Technology and Data Privacy Advisory. I think our discussion was with Brandon, and Brandon had said, you know, he
Make it
could really,
educational
yeah, he
technology.
could use it and make it and use that. So I think it's something that we're going to need. I believe. So do we want that one? Or
That's-
do we want to wait? What do we want to do?
It's number 3, right?
I think
That's
climate
number
and
3.
culture would be more
Me
important for
too.
the board than the technology.
So
On number 6, I have a question for the superintendent. Climate and Culture Advisory Committee, if I'm not mistaken, don't this district already have a climate and culture department in Adams 14 in this building?
I don't think we have a culture and climate. We do have a lot of surveys that we survey on our culture and climate.
Can somebody, Monica, can you pull up the ESS?
We do have a department, it's Ruben.
Yeah.
There is a department
Yeah.
called Climate and Culture in this ESS building.
It was under the last administration.
So if we have a climate and culture department in this building, this Board of Education, since I've been on here, have not received no surveys, period. Something that's unacceptable. So I will ask the superintendent to provide all the surveys, since I've been on this board for the past 3 years, to understand what's going on. It's when the surveys was taken, what,
But can we hold
Yeah,
off?
yeah.
Just remember that, okay, till we get to the next piece.
okay,
This is just the committee piece right here that we're
Okay.
having discussion about.
okay,
You can make those directives in a little bit,
okay, okay.
but let's finish with these committees
Great,
here.
thank you.
So we'll just put a question mark on that one for now, okay?
Climate and culture?
No.
Oh, which one?
That's,
Question mark on.
oh, that's number 6, right?
Yeah.
That's what you wanted, number 6.
Right.
Okay, we'll put a space on that when we get to it, okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you.
you welcome.
Technology and data privacy. Do we want to have that one now, later, not at all?
Personally, I would slough it for now. I just don't think it's a high, if we have 3 or 4 we're trying to fill and get off the ground that have higher priority, in my mind, than the data one.
I think, in my opinion, we heard from Brandon, he said he could really use some advice in what he does, so
Okay.
that's his department.
Okay.
But we can hold off, I mean, it's a consensus, I mean, I'm just going based on what
I'll go either
conversation
way.
we've had as a board with him.
If you, yeah, I'm not,
So
I
we'll
don't
put
feel
a
strongly.
question mark on that one for now also, okay, Dr. Hyde?
That's fine.
All right. So let's move to Capital Improvement Advisory.
Capital Improvement Planning Advisory,
Planning?
yeah. It should be Capital Improvement Planning, just like the BEST grants and all that, that can fall up under there.
Do we want an advisory council to that?
I mean, they don't have nobody far as BEST grants, nobody in this, who all in the city know that we doing BEST grants? Nobody. It's in this building. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, capital improvement, planning, I don't know. That's just my thinking.
I mean, well, that's fine. We can have discussion about it. I mean, do we want that committee? We can have discussion about it in our study session when we have it, to identify what it is we want them to do, write our mission statement, and allow them to do their work.
Let's keep it on now, and during the study session, then we might change our minds. But for
Okay.
now, let's not eliminate it.
Okay. So the Climate and Culture Advisory Committee.
I really think we need that one.
So it's an advisory committee to
Reinstated.
the department, okay? So, Mr. Rolla, how do you feel about that?
Fine.
It's already there, we just need to
It's-
get it.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
I say yes.
Yes.
Ms. Quintana?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to the Calendar Advisory Committee now. So DAC takes the calendar, well, BAC and DAC meet with their schools about how the calendar is for their schools, and then they bring it, and then they make a master calendar. So if we have an advisory committee, are they gonna be doing the calendar? Are they gonna be, what's the advisory committee gonna do? It's gonna advise the DACs and BACs on what we're looking for as a board?
They have their own objective, how to do the calendar.
Right, they have their calendar, so, but
Right.
then with those recommendations from the BACs and from the DACs, that helps to create the regular, normal calendar.
Correct.
So, so do we need an advisory committee for that, or do we want them to continue doing it the way they did it? BAC presents to DAC presents to the superintendent works together with the schools to make sure that all of their days off, their PDs and all that stuff are on the calendar, and then it's presented to the Board of Education for approval. Do we need an advisory committee to help focus that?
Dave?
Yes, we should have some kind of committee to decide, we just can't have one individual decide it all. As I brought it up, I had seen a committee from District 12. They have 2 teachers from the high school, 2 teachers from each middle school, or their middle schools, a couple teachers from the elementary. They have 2 classified work, and administrators, so it's made up of about 20 people. And I don't know how many make it up here, but we want to make sure that every organization in our district has a say-so,
Including the committee.
including students. So, instead of just a couple deciding, everybody should have a say-so.
So you're saying yes?
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
I say, I don't believe it's necessary, but
Don't know. I've been on one before, and we had teachers, and we had principals, and I don't know where it got dropped, but that Estella was on it when I was there. We used to do that before here, where teachers came
Board
up.
assigned advisory council?
Well, I don't know if they called it that. They just called it the calendar committee. And you had teachers, you had, like from each school, you had the principals if they wanted to be part of it, and you had classified to be part of it. And they came up with a calendar.
But if it's a board policy is, if the Board of Education creates an advisory committee, that advisory committee keeps going on year after year. If a superintendent creates a committee, any superintendent can stop that committee at their choice. It doesn't have to go on. But as advisory committee, the Board of Education is delegating that authority to that advisory committee to carry on. So when we off the board, it carries on. If the superintendent is off the board, it still carries on. That those advisory committee carries on year after year after year.
I mean, I understand that, but I think Senate Bill 191 lays out the DAC meetings, and the DAC meetings usually create the calendar.
We, today at bargaining, came up with all of the things that we listed, and calendar was one of the things that we listed. And we did ask if we could have a committee. It doesn't have to be BAC or DAC, I don't think it was that before.
No.
But if we can have a committee that represents all of the different areas. So that was one of our requests during bargaining. So just to let you know that.
And I think we had it till maybe the last two administrations kind of dropped that committee. But we used to have
It
it.
dropped during
Yeah,
Sanchez.
yeah.
That
And we used to have it.
So,
It was active.
Timmy,
do we need it?
Timmy, got another.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think given the current state of our district, I think it's not something that we can put off the table right now. When you're considering different requests from different teachers, administrators in schools for PD days, incorporating different things inside the calendar, I think it's going to take a diverse group to present something like that and to get creative in how that's incorporated into the calendar. Right now, you look at the calendar, I've looked at the calendar for next year, and there's only 4 PD days built in, and they're at the front of the school. So given that climate, or just given that one scenario, 40 PD days that we're gonna have in August are gonna, to think that they're gonna sustain us through the next 9 months, or the next year, because you're not gonna have 4 PD days until August again. I think PD days should be dispersed throughout the year. I think it's gonna take a high level of creativity to incorporate that into the calendar, and it's gonna take more than just one person's perspective from any seat, whether it be classified, certified, or executive. So I hear the discussions. I hear, I think to dismiss that it's not necessary is, I don't think it's acceptable. But also to think that just inviting anybody to the table, I don't think that's just as unacceptable. I think it has to be a strategic process of people with the stakeholders with the creative mind that are going to build this calendar to improve the climate of our district, not just culturally, but academically and more in our morale. But 4 days, I think, is unrealistic for PD days at the beginning of the year. You'll find yourself next year talking about problems you had in September of 2017 because you didn't have PD days throughout the year until August 2019.
Can I ask your name?
Joe Gonzalez.
Joe Gonzalez. Okay. Just want to put a face with a name.
Thanks, Joe.
And can I make a comment, if you don't mind? And I just want to say,
You.
and I think we do have PD days, one every month, but the process is, I know we had a large committee at one time, and it was brought to my attention from the union president, and I said, well, why don't you change your calendar? And then that's when we started getting together with the superintendent. I was representing, I had our group from the administration, and she brought a group from the union, but we did follow a process, and again, we want to have input from people, but the most important thing is we have made changes to the calendar, but again, I don't do anything by myself. I do it with input, and I know that they did spread professional development days. They recommended, for example, I think during Thanksgiving that we have instead of the fall break. But even in Thanksgiving, I think they wanted more than the Thursday and Friday because so many districts wanted that Wednesday off, and it hurt us. So we listened to them. But it's just not. I want to say when I'm recommending the calendar to you, it's just not the superintendent. It's gone through various committees.
So, do we have a calendar committee advisory?
Sure.
Okay. Dr. Hyde?
Yeah, listening to the comments, it seems like something that we ought to try out.
Mr. Martinez.
Jesse?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, the DAC did look at the calendar.
You need to come up to the microphone, please.
My friends fell asleep. So, yes, the DAC did have an opportunity to look at the calendar for the 18-19 school year, and so they did provide that feedback.
That was it. You gave them 3 specific.
1,
Okay.
2. So now we have 1, 2, 3, and possibly a 4th. So do we want data, do we want technology and data privacy? Mr. Rolla?
I think don't we have individuals in the ESS building that are providing the data and principals and everybody,
It's Brandon.
every school comes in and they present data to us and.
But Brandon had asked for an advisory committee during budget review.
Yeah, I remember that.
Sorry, I had an overflow earlier. Good evening. So what I'd mentioned here was I forget the full name. It's technology and data privacy. Was that it?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So what I talked about with Mr. Thomas and at the end of the last study session was an education technology committee. Whether they address data privacy or any of those types of things, those are great. Where I need guidance and what I would like guidance from the community and within the schools and teachers and that kind of thing was the education technology that they want to use. What works in the classroom? I'm a technology person. I love servers. I love hardware. This is what I do. This is what I love. But I'm not a classroom teacher, and I can't tell you if a smart board versus a Promethean, whether or not I need an interactive or a non-interactive projector in a classroom. Those are the things I can use guidance on. And at the same time, is it as important as climate and culture? Absolutely not. We can do what we need to do. I'd rather focus on the things that matter to the community. So I'll leave you with that.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
So with that said, Mr. Rolla?
Yeah, if he wants, if he's got ahead of, go
Oh,
for it.
he said he's gonna let it slide by
Oh, okay.
for now. Eventually he'd like to
Don't let
have
us
one.
forget
I
it,
hear him
though.
say.
That's fine.
I agree with it.
Ms. Quintana?
Yes.
So we're boiling it down to 4?
The 3.
3.
So we have the High School Improvement Committee.
Yeah.
We have the, oh no, you are right, we are 4. We have the Accountability Accreditation Advisory Teaching
And learning is
and
one.
Learning Advisory, gonna
Yeah.
be renamed, okay? That's number 2. Then we have Climate and Culture Advisory, and we have the Calendar Advisory. So we have 4 right now. So I don't know that 4 are gonna be that unmanageable. I think we can probably make 4 work. So my recommendation would be to have the 4.
That's fine.
Yes.
So can I get a motion to start?
President Achuleta,
Yes.
Capital Improvement Planning Advisory wasn't addressed.
We didn't address it.
Oh, I did. I got it marked off. I got it marked. I'm sorry. So do we need a capital improvement planning advisory committee?
Not now. I say not now. I'm good with those what we got.
Mr. Rowland?
No, not now.
It can wait.
Agreed.
Can I give input?
Yes.
It will be needed if the best grant moves forward.
Oh, if the best grant goes.
Yeah, we gotta start planning all that stuff.
Mr. Chairman, do you want to recognize the person in the audience?
I'm sorry.
Joe?
Sorry, I hope you guys don't get tired of me.
No.
I would say that it's not necessarily important now, but I think there needs to be some work done about a capital improvement plan. I think there are a large number of kids in our district that live in district but choose to go outside of district. And if we're going to consider this district improving and getting to where it needs to be, we have to consider it being business-like, and our students being income and as well as residual income. I hate to put a label on students like that, but they're leaving for a reason. And when they leave, it doesn't help our community, it doesn't help our district. And so I think there has to be a plan, an action plan, and finding out exactly which students or how many students are leaving from each school. If there's a way to regain those students, but just finding that. I don't think capital improvement or finding capital is just within our current state. I think it's getting creative about who is in our district, who's left our district, as well as dollars spent, well spent, needed to be spent, or not spent. And so I don't think the advisory, I don't think we're ready for an advisory committee like that, but I think there has to be some work. And if she's talking about the best grant being eliminated, then I think we need to get really creative really fast.
Or accepted, one or the other.
Oh?
Or accepted, one or the other.
Yes.
So we either get a best grant or we won't, so,
Yep.
yeah. And we're gonna need an advisory to make sure we can figure out where the finances are gonna come from and go and all of that stuff, so. We can wait, we can always add. We can always add this stuff later on. But just to get the ball off of the court and into the hands of the players, I think we should start having discussions under study sessions and invite people in to come in and see exactly what we're trying to get done. But I do need a motion to see, yes, we're gonna do this, or no, we're not gonna do this.
I move that the Board of Education adopt a calendar advisory committee. I move that the Board of Education adopt a school improvement advisory committee for Adams City High School. I move that the Board of Education adopt the Accountability Accreditation Advisory Committee / Teacher and Learning Advisory Committee. I move that the Board of Education adopt a Climate Culture Advisory Committee.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
legal suggestion would be, I guess, a question. The board should decide whether or not it wants these committees to conform to your policy BDF. If you do, then I would suggest that Mr. Thomas would amend his motion to clarify that. And the other thing I would ask is, because you could do this a couple different ways. You could tonight take action to direct the formation of these committees and then to be resubmitted to you for like a formal approval or formal charter of the committee, like you recently did with that, I believe it was the English Language Development Committee, where there was a list of all the members that you approved it that way. The way that it's phrased now, it was sort of as a approve now and, it's going to be done. So I don't know what level of oversight you want in the formation of the committee and its constitution, that is who's on it and whatnot. So you may want to reserve that for yourself.
Okay.
So you want to amend your motion?
So what I believe was gonna occur is that tonight they're just approving what they're
Study.
moving forward, and then they're gonna schedule a study session to kind of go through charge, process, and how they want to move forward.
Right, that's right, but I still want you to amend it under BDF.
I'm in my motion to add BDF board policy to all those advisory committees I just mentioned. Like I said.
Okay. Is that a proper motion now?
Sure. Oh, no, it was before too. I just want to clarify what your intention is.
Okay.
And do you want to direct the formation of those committees, subject to final approval, or?
No.
Okay.
Because I want us as a board collectively to look at the board policy and then go through that format, let us see who, if we want 2 teachers, 2 principals, how we want, but we should put it out to the public, and the Board of Education should interview and not staff This should be our decision who we want, and it should be Adams 14 residents.
Okay.
If you
So
work in,
you want to form the committees yourself?
Correct.
that's
Okay.
what the board policy states.
So the motion, I would say, would probably more accurately be phrased to move to form those committees to conform with PDF,
Can I get you
subject to further board action.
I move, amend the last motion for BDF to remove and let the board form BDF policy.
No.
He said, Done.
Okay, so we're going to vote on.
So what I got is the board will form the committees to conform to BDF in further action.
That is
Correct.
correct.
Okay, so we have a motion. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Can I have roll call, Monica, please?
Mr. Archuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, I think maybe this would be a good time for me just to pass out this draft for the board members to look at, so that, in kind of anticipation for the study session.
Yeah,
I read
I
it.
got it. I got it, but you can pass it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I read it.
I didn't know whether.
Yeah, I saw the email. One each?
So now now we're moving into communication, general communication.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Sure, that's fine.
So does anybody have any general information?
President Archuleta?
Yes.
So is there going to be a study session
Thursday.
scheduled tonight for the purpose of discussing the advisory committees?
Yeah, we can do that, or you want to have a little discussion about it before we set a study session to see, what do you want to do? So if we've got the committees already, now we've got to sit down and talk about what they are and what they're going to be. So it's going to be, I believe it's going to be more than one study session. I believe it's going to be probably a study session for each one of them, because it's going to take that long to get what exactly we're after. So, what do you guys want to do? You want to start setting some study session dates? You want to wait till we get through graduation?
No, we putting that off.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
We can't do it after Thursday. We hit Thursday almost all night.
Yeah.
What happens Thursday?
I said, we here almost all night Thursday, just to be.
Oh, just on the regular stuff?
Yeah, just on the regular stuff. We can
Well,
do it.
but that's, how about this Thursday?
It's a
Because we don't have a meeting the following Tuesday.
superintendent forum.
Superintendent
Oh,
forum.
So dates.
Well, next week I won't be available.
Where you going?
New York.
New York City.
Okay, so,
What's the following week? That's a board week, right?
right,
But we not doing nothing formal Thursday. We just going over it, right?
we're going to do a study session.
So we have to do it the following week. Then, if they
The
not-
17th is already
Booked.
a study session. We could add it to that study session and see how far the work gets.
Let's add it. Let's add it to the end of the study session. I don't mind staying all night.
Yeah, y'all retired.
Yeah, but, yeah, we all is much older than you.
I was only joking. What days really work for you guys?
I
Saturday.
don't care, you guys
No,
can stay.
Saturday,
I
19th.
won't be here. so.
19th is graduation.
Yes. So let's schedule some dates, or,
Well, let's do it with the 17th first.
all right, let's start with the 17th. So we'll add it to a study session on the 17th at some point in time during that study session, Monica, please.
Yes.
And just make note that I will not be here.
Mr. Rolla will be, Mr. Rolla will be excused.
So we're gonna
That's good.
Okay, all right?
Yeah.
All right, now let's move on to communication.
Wait a minute, Tim, remember what we talked about, principles?
I thought we
We'll
was-
do that under,
Other?
we'll do that in executive session.
Oh, okay. We could have an executive session?
Yep.
Ay, Dios.
It's 9:30.
Did you want some information on communications?
If you want to communicate, yeah.
Sure. Well, I just want to give you some good news. Well, first of all, the superintendent forum will take place on Thursday. That's one thing we have going on.
We're at
It's at the church.
Catholic Church?
But you will be here.
And then the good news is that I got word from our athletic director that the Adams City High School girls softball team advanced to the state final. So I think we hadn't done that in a while. So that's good news. And then this Saturday, we're also going to have the science fair at the high school. That'll take place about 10:30.
Okay. You got any communications?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had the opportunity to go to Kemp Elementary School, and fifth graders did it was around the world what they did, different countries, and you stop in a station, they tell you everything, the money, what is the currency, the food. They even made the food of the country they was talking about. It was at least 60 students in that gym with different setups. You just walk around and they give you a little tag and sign what country they was from, and it was unbelievable. I think that should be something that if we could have the kids come into this building, our next board meeting, and ask them to set up in the hallways, and it was just outstanding to see all those students at camp, fifth grade. The kindergartens and the first graders was running through there and stopping, getting food, and it's those are the things that make you proud. Those are the positive things you see in Adams 14, and I'm just proud of Kemp fifth graders for what they did.
It's my neighborhood.
Thanks.
Like you had something to do with it.
Let's keep going. Dr. Hyde?
No, I'll say.
Look at the
I just have something that I thought about it. It's just that, as Dr. J announced that the girls' soccer team was going to the playoffs, just like to say that it felt pretty good to come back and coach at Adams City after 15 years. Being a Wolverine, now I can be an Eagle again, and it was great to work with the players in this community and how they accepted me, knowing that I was purple and black all the time instead of green and orange. So it was good, and hopefully I'll be able to keep on working with them next year, or this summer also.
Thank you. So I'd just like to let everybody know it's graduation time. There's a lot of things happening for the kids. I think the kids deserve to see the board members. I was able to, along with some of the other board members, go to the ROTC presentation, and to hear the accomplishments of a lot of these students. For a few years, the acceptable, I can't remember what the rank was, passing grade was a B, and the number was 20 kids had that number. This year, they moved it to an A. 20 kids have that number. There's like 65 or 70 of those students, I don't remember the exact number, that have A's and B's and participate in ROTC. So if you get an opportunity to go to any of these award-giving presentations that they're doing at the schools now for the deserving graduates that are happening, please do so. Let them know that, you know, you support them. Whether we disagree, whether we do whatever we do, we still support the kids, and the kids deserve to see us at those events. So please make, you know, we got graduation on the 19th. I think you heard some information from some of the students tonight, and it's not funny. I'm not laughing at it. It's just you know, it's exciting to see our kids stand up, think outside the box, be able to not feel any fear of intimidation, and be able to speak their minds. They're young adults. They're crossing over into adulthood on the 19th. They will be adults at that point in time, and they'll get to make their own decisions, and we can't hold them back from allowing them to, whether we like it or don't like it, they deserve a forum to say it. And I think this is a safe forum for them to say it. So, I support them being here. I ask them to come all the time whenever I see them. I say, come to the board meeting. You want to talk? Come and talk. We deserve to hear it. We don't know. I'm not in the school every day. I go to the school quite often, but I don't go every day. So I ask them to bring your concerns, bring the positives. I ask them to bring the positives, but I very seldom do I hear many positives. And that's a shame, because there should be more positives. There are some good things that are happening in the school district. I'm proud of some of the work that's been happening here. That's been going on. I'm proud of the Board of Education coming and attending all of these meetings that we schedule and staying till all hours of the night. Mr. Thomas is tired. Tonight's his birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you everybody for sharing my birthday.
He actually
much.
brought some cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
And I do appreciate him being here on his birthday. He did rearrange some of his other stuff to attend some other items also. So, I appreciate that. I think the kids deserve it. I think the administration deserves it. I think all of the teachers deserve it. We are their representative, whether they like us or not. We are their representative, and we do get to listen to the positives, the negatives, and whatever else they need to say. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank everybody for continuing to come. I want to thank everybody for continuing to participate. So Jonathan, the same way, he's our attorney. We ask him to come. He stays all hours of the night. He got a full-time job during the day, so thank you. All of the employees that are here tonight, you've got a full-time day every day, and you're here still, so thank you. And thank you for all you do for the district. Thanks. The meeting, no, I do need to go into executive session under CRS 24-6-402, parens 4, parens B, legal advice, board to conference with an attorney for the purpose of receiving legal advice on specific matters. I do need to ask a couple of legal questions of our attorney. So when we get done, there won't be any further business, so if you want to stay, you can stay, but we just need to talk to I just need to talk to the attorney for a few minutes.
You just need to?
Yeah, but it's an executive session, so.
Okay, and what does it have to do with?
Some legal questions that I need to ask him.
Okay. Does it have anything to do with my conduct or behavior?
No, Dr. Hyde, it has to do what we voted on earlier today.
Okay.
About teacher retention.
Okay.
I need a motion. I so moved, go executive session.
Don't blame me.
Second.
Monica.
Any discussion? Roll call, Monica, please.
Mr. Archuleta?
Aye.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rowland?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
So Jonathan, I need to keep you for a couple of minutes, and then we'll be adjourned after that.